Here's the competition for Deadpool and Wolverine this weekend, and it's not off to a good start. I've never seen this before, and it's probably happened, but at least in my short time as a YouTuber, I have never seen a movie debut with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is wild. Now, I want to point out that you can take this a couple of ways. Now, one, this movie might actually be fun. Could be a fun movie. But usually somebody likes it. Somebody gives it a good shake, and that probably will happen. And it's most likely going to happen that this is going to rise up, because keep in mind, you can buy somebody's review for the low price of $50, as we found out not that long ago. People will pay $50 for someone to review it and get that score up, and that's probably going to happen. I think that happens with every movie, actually. Every product, there's paid reviews, which makes it hard to figure out what you want to do. I mean, look at that Star Wars game. I talked about that yesterday. They're bribing people with free trips. Get a free vacation to Disneyland, California. Just give our game a review. But wait, hold on. Don't give it a negative review or we'll have you take down your video. It's wild stuff. But I've never seen this before. This really blew my mind because I really don't care about critics' appeal to a movie. I don't care. I care more about audience score. But I've never seen them all go so hard on something. Here are some of the headlines before I go and show you some of those reviews. This is from the Rolling Stone. Borderlands is an insult to gamers, movie lovers, and carbon-based life forms. We'd say it's the worst video game movie ever, but that's way too limiting. Here's another one. Borderlands review. Cate Blanchett is wasted in janky video game adventure. Here's another one. Cate Blanchett talks new movie. Borderlands is not Citizen Kane. And I put that in there to kind of defend it a little. I'm not a Borderlands guy. Didn't really like the games. Not a big fan of them. I know a lot of people are, and that's fine. It's just a difference. I respect the games. I think that they are likely okay games because they have a following. People like them. Just wasn't for me. It seems that I'm in the same box as the director, though, because he was out there saying, I didn't want to make a Borderlands game adaptation. I wanted to make Star Wars and Furiosa and all these. He cited like 30 franchises that he wanted to throw into a pot and make a movie. There's a short on my channel of that. It was yesterday's short. Go check it out if you want to see it. Just click on the shorts thing. It's called Borderlands Movie is Not Borderlands. Or This is Not Borderlands. And you'll see what he said. He quoted like a bunch of different movies and said he wanted to make a hodgepodge of this. And it's like, dude, man, why don't you just, the foundation is there. That's what I'll never understand about these people that make video game movies and do that shit. It's like the foundation is right there. It's the same problem I have with the Resident Evil movies. It's right there. Why don't you just adapt those? But no, we're going to make action thing. I hate those Resident Evil movies because I'm a big fan of the games. And it looks like Borderlands fans are going to get a taste of how I feel about this shit. But at least some critics liked the Resident Evil movies. But I have to defend it a little bit. She says it's not Citizen Kane, and I agree. I agree with that quote. It's the same defense that I like to say with Deadpool and Wolverine. The movie knows what it is. It's just a fun movie. Lots of action. Yeah, there's not a lot of substance, but it knows what it is, and people like it. Maybe this movie is the same. It's tough to say, but once again, critics actually gave that movie a good review. So I don't know. So here we go. Look at this. 0%. Now, before I made this video, it was actually at 4% right here for all critics, but that has since dropped to 0%. Top critics, 0%. Like I said, I've never seen this. This is wild. So we can take a look at some of these reviews and see what people are saying. And it's pretty much the same, that it's a mess. It's a mess. Some people, like this guy from Financial Times, questions if the director was intentionally trying to ruin the property. He says almost certainly yes. Is Borderlands the worst film of the year? It's definitely in contention. So laughably bad, in fact, that it feels like it's being catapulted back to the time when video game adaptations were a byword for mediocrity. There are snatches of crude enjoyment to be had if you venture in with basement-level expectations. Here's one comparing it to Deadpool and Wolverine. There's some variety. There's a top critic. Top. He's at the top of critics. What gets you top critic? I've wondered this. Like, why are some people considered top critic? Is it because of what they work for? Like this guy's Hollywood Reporter, IndieWire. So if they go to a new place, are they not top critics anymore? What earns Peter DeBridge a top critic score here? What gets him that? Can someone answer that to me? Can someone give me an answer to that in the comments, please, if you know the reasoning? Because I've always wondered that. Like this guy's Danny Lays from Financial Times. So Financial Times is the place where a top critic can be found. But anyway, Peter says, when done right, such biting self-parody can serve to excuse tired storytelling. Alas, Borderlands arrives so close on the heels of Deadpool and Wolverine that it feels like a belly flop to that film's cannonball. This guy from Joe Blow's Movie Network says, is to Guardians of the Galaxy and Fury Road what Solar Babies is to the Road Warrior. And we've got some more and more. There's a whole bunch. I'm not going to go through all of these, but I'm just blown away that it's like this hated. It'll probably land at 10%. That would be my guess. Because there's no way it will stay at 0. That's not going to happen. But I've never seen a movie we're at the end of the embargo. Everyone can talk about it now. And the first score is a 0. It's wild, man. They got to be pissed about that. It doesn't really matter. I got to be honest. What matters is the audience score. If people like this, what will really matter is how fans of the game feel about it. Because you don't do these kinds of things without the hope that you bring in that already, because this movie has a built-in audience. The gamers, the people that love this movie or love this franchise are a built-in audience that you would hope would go see it, and they probably will, just out of curiosity, especially people that are diehards for it that love this franchise. How are they going to feel about it? Because if they like it, then it might transfer over and be okay, and maybe we'll see a high audience score. I don't know. Anything could happen. We will find out soon. It is Thursday, so we should have audience scores by tonight. And then if it's drastically different, maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.